Bonjour Yana, bienvenue encore une fois. Right guys, welcome back to the video lessons after Easter. Hope you all had a lovely Easter and you're all safe and well and you had a good time with your families. I know a lot of you have been doing some brilliant work over Easter. The memorised room is looking good. Jenna, top dog, well done. Finally out of Claudia's shadow. Dhruv, Claudia, Jasmine, Tom, Aaron, Arthur, all memorised legends. Really appreciate your work over Easter. And whoever Latte Queen is, well done as well. Who is Latte Queen? Is that you, Sarubin? So, well done, guys. A really good effort on memorise from some of you. The rest of you, go for it, because we have started GCSE French. As you can see, this is the proper module 1. What we're learning today and what we learned before Easter, and what we're revising today, rather, this could be on your real exam. It could be your speaking exam. It could be your writing exam. So it's so important that we don't just learn this, that we know it inside out, back to front, off by heart. So before you start today's lesson, be honest with yourself. How much have you done over Easter? Are you prepared to talk about friendship? Can you remember the lesson you did almost 3 weeks ago now that looked at introducing this friendship language? If not, don't worry, why don't you go back to it? Why don't you watch it now, or at least like watch the vocabulary slides and do some of the activities just to get it back into your heads and then restart this lesson. Or why don't you go and memorise for 20 minutes, have a little bit of practice with the vocab and then come back. All of these things will really make a difference and will really improve how much you get out of this lesson. This is all about independence, to be a top GCSE student, which you lot are aiming for. That's what you need to do. So have a go. If you feel like you've prepared enough, maybe you're one of the list I just read out and you're ready for this, let's start and let's see what you can do. Let's start the lesson. Alors, vous savez ce qu'il faut faire. Il faut inventer la date, parce que je ne sais pas à quelle date que tu vas faire le cours, puis copier le titre pour moi, et vous savez ce qu'il faut faire. Mettez-moi sur pause et essayez de traduire 1, 2, 3 et 4 en anglais, et qu'est-ce que c'est 5 et 6 en français. Mettez Mr. Ennis sur pause et je vais recommencer en quelques secondes. Hello, right guys, you should have restarted me and you should have the date and title in your book by now, and you should have done our post-it note challenge. You should have got all 6 of these today. So we'll go through the answers to that in a second. Let's talk about today then. Last lesson, even though it was a while ago, we looked at this question, what makes a good friend? Now, I love asking this in the speaking exam because people are usually really good at answering it. So this definitely could come up on your GCSE. So what are the qualities of a good friend? We're going to be testing you today with your reading and listening skills on it to see what you can do. So knowing the vocab is absolutely essential. We'll do a little test on that to start off, then we'll do reading, and then we'll do a bit of a tougher listening, and then finally, because this will come up for some of you on your real exam, we'll do some writing practice as well. So all of that's coming your way for the next 40 minutes or so of this lesson. Let's get started with our contrôle de post-it. Alors mes petits, vous savez combien? J'espère que vous avez au moins 4 aujourd'hui. 5, 6, c'est un peu plus difficile, mais 4 ou plus, ça fait bien. Alors donc, on commence. Numéro 1, je pense que. Alors, c'est facile. Je pense que, c'est I think that. Now remember to add this in with your work. If I asked you in the speaking exam what are the qualities of a good friend, go for it. Alors, je dirais que si on me demande quelles sont les qualités d'un bon ami, je dirais qu'un bon ami est quelqu'un qui lovely. Use these little fillers to make your opinions tougher. Don't just use je pense que. Selon moi, c'est un bon synonyme qui veut dire en anglais according to me. Selon moi, je pense que les deux marchent. Alors, numéro 3, quelqu'un qui est. This is a beautiful piece of language. It means someone who is. I love it. Use it. The examiner will love it. You can use quelque loads. So quelque means some. So quelqu'un is someone. Quelque chose is something. Quelquefois is sometimes. It's a really handy phrase to know. Alors, n'est pas. Alors, bien, c'est facile. N'est pas is isn't. So open a question up. If I say to you, what's the qualities of a good friend? You can mix it up. Say a good friend isn't like Arthur, for example. Whatever you want. Isn't selfish. Isn't nasty. You can use a negative and develop it a bit more. We'd love that. All right, a good friend. Comment dit-on ça? C'est soit un bon ami ou une bonne amie. Look at this. It's slightly irregular. Bon. So it changes the double N-E. You can also use copain, copine, which means mate, or you can use pot, P-O-T-E, and there's a circumflex, there's that funny little hat on the O. Use a range of synonyms, show the examiner what you've got. Use all 3 of those for friend. Guys, you know more words to say friend than you've got friends now. Right, a really good start here. Let's see what we can do. Let's test you on your vocab. Alors, avant de faire le contrôle de vocabulaire, on va faire les sables mouvants, mais toute seule à la maison. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'il faut faire? Il faut dire l'anglais et le français toute seule. Par exemple, a good friend is, un bon ami est, a good friend isn't, un bon ami n'est pas, a good friend is never, un bon ami n'est jamais. In my opinion, un bon ami, according to me, selon moi. Voilà, Claudia, that's how it's done. Take note. Right, guys, put me on pause. When you think you know all 15 of these, restart the video, I'll count you down and the words will start disappearing. Alors mes petits, you should be ready for this, you know what to do. 3, 2, 1, allez. Alors rapidement mes petits, environ 25 secondes plus je crois. 20 secondes. Et 10. Et 5, 4, 3, 2, soyez rapide, 1. Et c'est fini tout le monde. Alors, how'd you get on? Pretty good this today. This is the 15 words I want to hear. But guys, this is too easy. You just have to pick the right one. Alors, il y en a un, this is more like it. Cette fois, j'ai pris quelques lettres. Donc, c'est exactement la même activité. Il faut dire anglais, français, anglais, français, anglais, français. Alors, maintenant, il y en a un. Mettez Mr. Ennis sur pause. Préparez-vous. Et quand vous pensez que vous êtes prête, recommencez la vidéo et je vais compter. Alors, right guys, you should have paused me and you've just restarted me to count you down. Let's reinvent BB9 and make it feel like we're there. We'll do a cheeky start today. You don't know when I'm going to start. Allez! Alright, first column starting to go. Soyez rapide. First column's gone. Are you out? Allez, 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 allez. Second column's almost gone. Soyez rapide, you 9. Et le dernier colonne reste. Et 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Et c'est fini. Alors, bon effort, guys. If you got to the end of that, I am impressed. If you were terrible at quicksand today, why don't you go back, watch the old lesson, get this vocabulary back in your head, have a practice, and then join our video, because next we're moving on to the vocab test. Alors mes petits chauffeurs, c'est le contrôle de vocabulaire. Now this is on your sheet handout today. You can either just write the answers straight into your book or you can type up the answers on the sheet directly. Either way is fine by me. Alors je vais expliquer les activités maintenant. Alors c'est exactement la même chose qu'on fait normalement dans la salle de classe. Pour question 1, 2, 3, qu'est-ce que c'est en anglais, s'il vous plaît? Attention, c'est un peu difficile. Pour partie 2, qui est question 4 et 5, il faut traduire a good friend is en français, s'il vous plaît. Comment dit-on a good friend is? Il y a masculin et féminin. I'll give you some bonus marks if you can give me different word for friend. I've taught you 3 or I've mentioned 3 anyway. See if you can do it. Alors, et pour 6, 7 et 8, il faut mettre le mot dans le bon espace. Donc, je gentil que, non. Je tue que, non. Je selon que, non. None of those 3. Alors, il faut mettre le mot dans le bon espace pour compléter la phrase. La défi additionnelle, c'est ici où je dis, comment dit-on, in my opinion, a good friend is never jealous, masculine form. Alors donc, aujourd'hui, j'accepterai 8, c'est bien. 11, c'est fantastique aujourd'hui. Now, like always on the video lessons, don't just cheat. This would be so easy to just look at last lesson's handout and fill this in. There's no challenge in that. Actually challenge yourself, see what you can do, see if you can push yourself and see if you can get to it. Put me on pause. On your phones, when you set a timer for 4 minutes, that's what we do in class for this, and see how far you get, just to add that extra bit of pressure. Right, good luck. Restart me when you want the answers. Vous avez 4 minutes. Bon courage. Allez. Alors, right guys, if you've restarted me, you should be ready for the answers. Let's have a little look. Tougher than it looks, this vocab test. Good luck, everyone. I want 8. Alors, le premier, quelqu'un qui veut dire someone who, absolutely key phrase. Donc, si quelqu'un qui, c'est someone who en anglais. Quelqu'un qui n'est jamais, you have to know this word jamais. It comes up all the time. It means someone who is never. Alors, numéro 3, de bonne humeur. In a good humor, like this is an old word for your mood. So, in a good mood, happy, I laugh. anything like that I'll accept. Être de bonne humeur, and the antonym, être de mauvaise humeur, to be in a bad mood. Right, guys, if you got the first three, you've done well. Number 4 and 5, let's be picky. If they're not perfect, I ain't gonna give the mark. A good friend is un bon ami et, or you could have un bon copain et, or the one I just taught you before, un bon pot et, P-O-T-E, in the circumflex on the O. Alors, numéro 5, a good friend isn't. Make it feminine, but be careful with bon. It should be une bonne amie n'est pas. That's what you need. Make sure you've got the double N-E here. That's the crucial thing for this, guys, for your masculine and feminine. Beautiful. Right. If you've got the first 5, you've done well. Numéro 6, c'est un peu plus difficile. Alors donc, c'est je pense qu'un bon ami n'est pas de mauvaise humeur. Voilà. Donc, qui veut dire en anglais, I think a good friend isn't in a bad mood, which, I mean, that shouldn't really stop you being friends with someone. Alors donc, numéro 7, un bon ami est quelqu'un discute avec moi. Qu'est-ce qui manque? Ça veut dire un bon ami est quelqu'un qui discute de, this is tough, tu avec moi, qui veut dire en anglais, a good friend is someone who discusses everything with me. That was a nasty one. Well done if you got it right. Just 3 remaining. Have you got him? Alors, numéro 8, ça veut dire, selon moi, un bon copain est compréhensif et gentil. Voilà, right, there should be an S there. Apologies for that. Guys, 3 more marks in the bag. If you've gone for the extra challenge, give yourself 1 mark for going for it, 2 marks if it is perfect. This is what it should say. À mon avis, un bon ami n'est jamais jaloux, which is a beautiful expression. Right, guys, add up how many you've got. Give yourself a mark out of 11 today. 8 will be a very strong score. Excellent effort, mes petits chauffeurs. If you've not done that well on the vocab test, why don't you go back to that last lesson, have a little practice, and then join us later on for our reading. Alors, if you think you've done well, move on to the next bit of this video. Alors, year 9, right, you know the vocab, we've tested you on it. Now we're going to put you into a bit more of a difficult situation. Let's test your reading and listening skills. Now, everything we do for reading and listening now, we've got that GCSE exam at the end of year 11 in mind. So here's our tips. Today's reading is straightforward in parts, but it is more complex in others. So if you're struggling, don't think help, think help. Now, if you're thinking, what the hell is he on about? Let me explain. So it's a little acronym to remind you of what to do when the going gets tough, because for the GCSE, you will have really challenging texts where you're not sure what's going on. But don't worry, don't think help, which stands for the H, halt. Never jump straight into the text. Always read the questions first. So usually the questions are in English. When they are in French, which will be the same on higher and foundations here, by the way, read the French questions first and make sure you know what it's asking you. It will give you an overview of the text to help you. Then annotate the questions, translate them, write over them, anything you can. Locate. Get your highlighters out. And this is what I used to do. I didn't have highlighters because I was poor, but I had a pencil and I used to like underline and do a squiggly line and circle bits of the text what I thought the answer was, and that really helped me do well. So locate in the text, find where they're talking about what to do, and then analyze that, and then prepare for the unprepared. If you don't understand every word, that is fine. You can still get marks on an exam paper even if you don't understand it. People do all the time, and it's just about learning these tactics and these skills to locate the right answer. Alors, je vais expliquer l'activité en français aujourd'hui parce que c'est assez facile. Ici, vous avez le texte, d'accord? Donc voilà, ici, vous avez le texte. Et les questions du genre, c'est quoi un bon ami pour toi? What makes a good friend for you? Alors, ici, on a les questions. Rappelez, you need to remember the questions and analyze the questions first. Rappeler means recall, yeah? Appeler is to call someone. Je m'appelle, I am called. So rappeler means like recall, which is how you say like remember in French. Remember this. Alors, rappeler, read the questions first. So think about what you need to do and analyze it. So who thinks that a good friend is? Faithful. What's the word for faithful? That's a tricky one. We talked about it last lesson. Has a sense of humor, is kind but also modest. Quite key that. Donc, ce qu'il faut faire, il faut trouver la paire entre les phrases ici et le person ici. Donc, on a 6 persons. Now, what they've done is they've tried to be cool and current, and they've given them all like internet names that aren't actually names. They do that exam board. Sorry about that, guys. It's a bit cringe. Mais ce qu'il faut faire, il faut écrire le bon mot à côté de personne. Donc, c'est Lulut 66. Je suis Bill Sushi 101. Alors, donc, qui dit les choses ici? Ceci, c'est la première activité. Activité 2, vous savez ce qu'il faut faire. Il faut chercher dans le texte pour le vocabulaire ici. Et vous avez un défi additionnel ici avec les traductions. Et voilà, ici, c'est le défi additionnel. Attention, I've tried to make this really tough with the top 7 to 9 targets in mind, right? And what I've done is I've put some things that link back to family and who we get on with and that to make it a bit tougher. Have a little look at these sentences. Yes, they're short, but grammatically, they're really, really challenging. This is your extra challenge today. Have a go at translating these. Alors, vous savez ce qu'il faut faire. Put me on pause. I'd give yourself just under 10 minutes to say 7 minutes. Set a timer on your phone, 7 minutes. Have a go at as many activities as you can. Make sure everyone does one and like activity 2. Remember, the extra challenge is purely extra challenge. But if you put 7 minutes and you've still got time left, go for it. You're ready for it. Put me on pause. I'll go through the answers when you're ready. Alors, if you've restarted me, you are ready for our answers. Let's go through them. So I've used the highlighting methods to like show you how I do it and what I think about and like show you help in action. So you'll see the highlighted bits here, and then what I'll do is I'll highlight in this text where the answer is. So watch and learn. Alors, le premier, who is faithful? So we talked about this word faithful and its Latin links last lesson. So you need to find anything like it. Look through the text. Here we go. UnBonAmi est patient et fidèle. La fidélité. This is the word that links to faithful. Therefore, our answer is Sushi 101. So put Sushi 101 there and you've got it. Okay, so who has a sense of humor? Voilà, c'est ananas, which means pineapple. So here it is. They do say a sense of humor, but they say, look, this is a good friend is funny and fun. So funny and fun. He or she has a sense of humor and we have a laugh together. So they've given you loads of clues there. Now in the exam, they might not be nice to give you this bit here. They might take out il et elle a le sens de l'humeur and they might just say drôle or amusant or say on rigole. So rigoler is to like have a laugh with. So all of these are little clues to get you going. Number 3, who is kind but also modest. C'est voilà, Lulut 66. UnBonAmi est sympa et gentil, so there's kind, mais aussi modeste. Easy street. Numéro 4, who listens to your problems? Voilà, c'est Méline, ma meilleure amie, écoute mes problèmes. Who is sensitive? Now, this is tricky. Do you remember why? Sensitive is a false ami, which means a false friend, like Andrea to Jasmine. Sensitive is not sensitive. It looks like a different word in English, which it isn't. And it's this one here. Voilà, sensitive is sensible. It doesn't mean sensible, it means sensitive. You'd have to know that to get the mark. Alors, numéro 6. Who thinks a good friend is honest and understanding? So the word understanding, think about the verb to understand, comprendre, and then turn that into an adjective. Let's find it. Voilà, there's honnête, and there we go. Compréhensif is masculine, compréhensive, they've used the feminine there. All right, 6 down, 2 to go. Numéro 7 has the same interests as you. Voilà, c'est le geek. Voilà, on a aussi les mêmes centres d'intérêt. Voilà, the same centers of interest. And then finally, who's generous? This is an easy one. It's over here. There you go. UnBonAmi est généreux et très généreuse. Voilà, so these are the 2 ways to say it, masculine and feminine. It is je suis Bill. Right, guys, 8 possible marks for this. Give yourself a mark out of 8. Well done. Alors, le défi additionnel, this is what you need. So, best friend, this is the feminine form, ma meilleure amie. How do you change it into masculine then? Think about it. This needs to change to mon. You need to get rid of the e and then get rid of the e again. Mon meilleur ami for your best friend male, ma meilleure amie for your best friend feminine. My girlfriend and my boyfriend. Now, look how similar these are. You want to get these right year 9, because otherwise when you go to France and if you use these terms and you pronounce them wrongly, you might get a bit of, let's say, unwanted interest and give the wrong impression of yourself. So be careful with that. You've got to make sure you're going after the right people. So my girlfriend is ma petite amie. My boyfriend's mon petit ami. So you can see how close they are and you can see how awkward confusion could happen here. So ma petite amie, mon petit ami. Voilà, be careful of the difference. All right, literally you call them my little friend. Doesn't mean you're going out with a dwarf. Do not make any jokes about dwarfs right now, thinking about me. How dare you even think about that? So this means a boyfriend or girlfriend, you call them your small friend, nothing to do with size. All right, numéro 4. We have a laugh together is on rigole ensemble. This verb rigoler is to laugh. Always is toujours, and then the same is les mêmes. So this is the plural form. Le, la, les mêmes is what you need. Right, guys, excellent effort. I know some of you would have got into our extra challenge. Et voici le, donc pour 1 et 2, c'était plus difficile, hein? Using the language from activity 2, and some of yours, you had to have a go at this. So, my best friend is always a laugh. We have a laugh together. Tough, this is what you should have. Mon meilleur ami est toujours de bonne humeur. Oh, that should be an E. That's my autocorrect. That's not my mistake. On rigole ensemble. Beautiful. And then, my girlfriend is always optimistic and she's never depressed. It's ma petite amie est toujours optimiste et elle n'est jamais déprimée with the extra E. Guys, if you got either of these two, you've done really well. These are beautiful sentences. Right, guys, so I know it's been a challenge so far, but we're just going to push that difficulty up a tiny bit more. We're going to put you on the listening now to carry on this test. Alors mes petits, donc maintenant c'est une activité d'écoute et c'est difficile. Alors je vais expliquer tout en français. Écoutez-moi. Si tu ne me comprends pas, on peut écouter encore une fois sur la vidéo. Alors donc, qu'est-ce qu'il faut faire? La première chose à faire, c'est sur la feuille, il faut visiter le hyperlink ici, visiter la page ici. Quand tu as fait ça, il va vous demander pour un code. Donc, copier et coller la code ici pour gagner l'enregistrement. Voilà. Donc, aujourd'hui, 5 c'est bien, 6 très bien, 7 très bien et 8 sur 8, là c'est bien aussi. On a le défi additionnel ici. On va écouter A Friend Must Be et We Can All Be Sad. Donc, écoutez et essayez d'écrire le français pour ça, pour 2 notes additionnelles. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'il faut faire? On va écouter 8 personnes et ils vont dire le trait de personnalité le plus important selon eux pour un ami. Donc, pour personne 1, ils vont dire quelque chose et il faut choisir la bonne traite de personnalité. Mais la chose difficile ici, ils ne vont pas dire, pour moi, la chose la plus importante, c'est la patience. Non, c'est trop facile. Ils vont dire les synonymes et les choses comme ça. Par exemple, pour moi, un bon ami est quelqu'un qui est toujours calme et n'est jamais en colère. Voilà, qui veut dire en anglais, a good friend is someone who's always calm and never angry. Et avec ça, ça parle de la patience. Donc ici, on écrit la patience. Voilà. Right, hopefully you followed that. You can only use these one time. So, come out the video now. You can like control and click on that on your sheet on the Word document to get on there. You can copy and then copy and paste that in. Make sure you copy and paste it. We was getting year 7 saying the code doesn't work. I'm like, yes, it does. You're not doing it right. So copy and paste this in and then have a little listen and see what you can do. On the next few slides there's a transcript and I'll go through that now. So come off the video and pause me, follow that and have a go at this listening. Restart the video when you're ready. Alors mes petits, right guys, here is the transcript. Here it is for 1, 2 and 3. Put me on pause, read through. If you didn't get the extra challenge when you were listening, you can still pick it up when we're doing our transcript. Right, have a little read through, see if you can find these two things. Alright guys, and 4 to 6, have a little read through, put me on pause. And 7 and 8, you should only have 2 left. I think this is a pretty nice listening today. Put me on pause. Just check you're happy with your answers for 7 and 8. You can rewind if you haven't yet found the extra challenge and you want to, and then let's go for it. Alors mes petits, les réponses aujourd'hui. Le premier person parlait de la générosité. La deuxième, en bon sens de l'humour. Troisième, la patience. You need to be patient to be friends with any of you. Alors le quatrième, la fidélité, qui veut dire loyalty. So remember, this is a Latin word. Fidel comes from the Latin. People used to call their dogs, a classic word for a dog or name for a dog is Fido. You might have heard that, Fido the dog, and it goes back to the Latin. It means Fido, it comes from this, which is loyalty, and dogs are loyal. Alors, numéro 5, la honnêteté. Wants to say honesty. I love that word, honnêteté, quite hard to say. Numéro 6, c'était l'optimisme, always looking on the bright side of things, no matter how bad your life is, Jasmine. Alors, numéro 7, c'est la modestie, being modest, being calm like me, never going about how handsome I am, it just happens. Alors, et numéro 8, c'est la gentillesse, which is kindness. Voilà, alors dans les deux défis, défis additionnels étaient a friend must be, un ami doit, oh, this is a friend must have, un ami doit avoir is a friend must have, un ami doit être is a friend must be. So, 2 ways to say it. We know this verb, it's one of our Jingle Bells verbs. And then we can all be sad. Nous pouvons tous être tristes, especially in your lives. So that's what you need for that. Well done if you've done our extra challenge today, guys. Alors mes petits, that's all for today then. I think you've worked really hard on this reading and listening, a brilliant effort. You can make this lesson go further, go back and memorize and practice and test yourself on this to see what you can do. Make sure you know this vocabulary and language inside that, because you're 9, this might be your real GCSE exam. A really good effort today, guys. Remember, school's still working. Any problems, you can email your tutor, email your head of year to talk about it. Everyone is still working. Any problems with your French or any questions, email me. It'd be great to hear from you guys. Apparently lockdown, they're talking about, and schools in France are going to go back to the primary schools and the nurseries soon. They're talking in England about June. Like, I'd love to go back in June. It'd be great to see you all again. I'd really look forward to that. Fingers crossed, guys. But we'll keep the video lessons going. Any problems, you email me, let me know. Alors donc, merci tout le monde. À la prochaine fois. Au revoir.